When I was 10 years old, 7 years ago, I started a YouTube channel with my friends where we did a lot of different things. We did gaming, we did vlogs, we just did whatever we felt like creating. And since then, I've kind of had a dormant passion for making films, making videos that I can look back on, and making content that someday I hoped would turn into something more for me. When I was 11 years old, I started my own YouTube channel where I reviewed Pokemon cards, I did skits, I had characters, I did whatever I felt like it because I was really into the camera stuff. That channel eventually got deleted and hacked, and then I started a new one when I was 12 years old, and that's the channel you're watching this on right now. Throughout the age of 12, 13, up to the age of 14, I did YouTube videos whenever I felt like it. They were a variety of things. I had a gaming series, I had just silly like vlogs and stuff where the ideas obviously came from the mind of a 12-year-old, such as pretending to drown myself in a bath or taking a cold shower, which those videos are actually available to view right now as I've made them public. But after I turned 14 and I got into high school, I entered a program called Broadcast Media. And in that, I did exactly what I always wanted to do, create videos to show to other people. They would be shown in the morning announcements every morning. They could be projects. Sometimes they were even the stuff I used to do. They would be projects, announcements. I had everything I always wanted, which was a full crew, a full set, a full just equipment of everything. And I'd finally kind of fulfilled that need to make videos. I eventually, sophomore year, stopped doing that broadcast course because I didn't like the teacher. And since then, I really didn't give a second thought to redoing film or anything like that. Until recently, when I came across my old YouTube channel again. Over the past few months and years, I'd always kind of known it existed and looked back on it and watched some of the videos and said, wouldn't that be fun if I could, do that again? And then last week, it finally struck me that, oh my God, I don't have anything else better to do. I should start doing that again. So here I am. I've set up a set, I've set up my camera and lights from boxes in my attic, and I'm going to start creating stuff again. Curiously enough, when I was looking for old SD cards to put into this camera, I found some footage on that I thought I had previously lost. It was footage from 2018. I was 14 years old, and it was one of my last vlogs that I ever recorded. It was something called a summer summit that I did with my youth group, where we'd go to a place called Manitou Springs in Colorado, and we would just have a day, or I guess it was 3 days. It was a service, it was camp activities, is what you'd expect from a Christian, Jesus camp. I had done that over 4 times where I'd filmed, and some of the videos from the year before, 2017, are actually still on this channel. But I found them, and I thought, should I edit these and create them into what I never created it to do? Because at that point I was losing traction and motivation as I had started that broadcast course, and I really didn't have any purpose to upload stuff on my personal channel. But finding it struck something in me. It said, this is footage that I haven't watched for 3 years. This is who I was when I was 14 years old. I'm 17 now, and that's a weird thought. It's a literal time capsule inside of a digital card that I can watch back. There's hours of footage, and I've actually started editing it. Which brings me to what this video is going to be about. I'm going to be releasing that footage. I'll edit it up 3 years later into, what the best I can make it of what it was. And it's also a good editing exercise for me. I haven't been in front of a computer editing things for years now, and it's kind of fun to get back into that. So, pretty soon on this channel, you will see an upload called Summer Summit 2018, or whatever I'm going to call it, and it will just be footage from 3 years ago. But in the meantime, I want to start creating, editing, recording videos. Back in that first personal channel I had that I created when I was 12 years old, I had a series called My Corner of the Internet. YouTube, in my opinion, is almost a dead art form at this point. How many YouTubers can you think of who have really exploded in the past year, except for Minecraft YouTubers like Dream? You're not going to find anyone who's really blown up to the proportion in the style that YouTube always was. Vlogs, challenges, review videos, anything like that. If you started YouTube in 2011 and you're still doing it, you're probably famous now. And if you started YouTube this year and you're going to keep doing it, you're probably not going to get famous because the golden age of YouTube has passed. However, that's not going to stop me from putting my creations out on here, just for myself, honestly. I don't care about getting famous, I don't care about getting views. I'm not really even going to promote much of this. But it's a good thing to look back on. I'm 17 now, and in 3 years when I'm 21, I'm 17 now, and in 3 years when I'm 20 years old, I'm gonna be looking back at this footage the same way I look back at when I was 14 then. So in a way, I'm creating a time capsule right now. So on this channel, I will be starting to, unprivate a lot of my videos, just for you guys to have a laugh at it. The mind of an 11, 12, 13-year-old, what he created, and most of what was in that imagination at the time, I want to release onto here. And it's laughable. It's stuff that maybe, borderlines the topic of cringe or whatever, but it's a fun capsule for me to look at, and if you guys can look at that too and kind of laugh at, a child making funny videos or even smile at them, that is worth it to me. So from now on, maybe every upload I'll private one or unprivate one video, and we'll see where it goes from there. And until then, I want to create my corner of the internet Redux, kind of going back on what that show was. If you don't know, that show was and will be kind of where I just sit down and talk. On that show, when I was 13 years old, I will tell stories about my life. I would do skits, I would talk about topics and concepts, but I feel like the time I've had to mature and realize bigger topics that could be talked about could turn into a really formidable series of something actually intelligent and, communicatable to an audience of people rather than just a child rambling off very minuscule stories about his own life. So I hope to see you guys in that endeavor and to see what that turns into. And for however long I'm gonna do this, it could be one video, it could be 5 videos, it could be for years or months. I don't know how long, but I do want to get back into this because it's something I really enjoy. Filming, editing, creating, putting out, promoting videos has always been something that I've really, really enjoyed. Not even just for the fact of getting famous, but for the fact that it's something I can look back on. And so I hope that kind of serves the same purpose it has for me. So, welcome to the Redux of the channel.